Back in 2050, Apple introduced the 12-inch MacBook, the first model ever to feature, and the Apple logo did not light up. And since then, the MacBook Pro and the MacBook Air have also received the same treatment. This caused some controversy, since the glowing Apple logo has been around for over the 2 decades and has become an iconic design element of Apple notebook. So why was the eliminated Apple logo removed? Well, I will explain right now. So then, the 12-inch MacBook was introduced. It was the thinnest model in the Apple history. In fact, at the 13.1mm, it was 24% thinner than the MacBook Air. But the dynamic improvement did not come without the compromise. For example, Apple had created a new super thinnest keyboard that featured the butterfly mechanism instead of the traditional scissors design. They claimed the new keyboard was an improvement, but that did not turn out of the cases. It was extremely faulty, and the result in the case the action lawsuits, with the Apple eventually reverting back to the scissors keyboard. But the another compromise of the 12-inch MacBook was the non-element Apple logo. Since the display was so thin, two problem arose. The first, if was the strong light source behind the display, you could actually see a sublit hotspot in the center of the screen. Since the glowing Apple logo was the transparent cutout that allowed the display backlight to shine the thought, but also allow the external light to enter. This meant using the MacBook outside could cause the color accuracies on the display. So to eliminate the potential issue, the Apple had to seal off the display chassis entirely, which meant the getting right on the translucent logo. But there was another benefit to the approach. The thinnest of the MacBook display combined with the Apple logo cutout causes the structural rigidity issue. Just like the iPod was easily bent thanks for the Apple Pencil attachment cutout, the MacBook could easily be bent due to the Apple logo cutout. The third reason why the Apple got rid of their glowing logo for the purity aesthetic reason. Back when the trend started in 1999 with the PowerBook G3, Apple was mounting comeback. Steve Jobs had just returned to the company 3 years prior, and he put a hung focus on the establishing a new reputation for Apple. Since they had fallen out of the favor with the customer over the past decade, that's what sparked the thing, the different ad campaign and radical new computer design like iMac and PowerBook. It was the first time glowing Apple logo had been used, and it was the key in the creating brand awareness. Seeing the permanently displayed the Apple logo published to remind the people that the company was still around and was actually creating some really cool product. But today the Apple has been moving away from this overt brand strategy and shifting to something more subtle. For example, they could have put an Apple logo on their AirPod Max, like the almost every their headphone manufacturer, but they did not it. Also, with the 24-inch iMac, Apple removed their logo from the product in China for the first time since 2004, and make sense why they did not need their logo to be as a overtly display anymore. Apple is not struggle to gain the attention or win the customer from the other brand. They are by the far the biggest and most recognizable technical company in the world. With the most every product they create the dominating their respective market. Apple has also been unapplied their product design in the recent year. And since the iPod, iPhone and iMac desktop all have a non-eliminated Apple logo, it makes sense to carry that the design language thought to the MacBook line. So while it is understandable and feel the sentimental about the losing the glowing Apple logo, it can also spark some the excitement, since it represents a new era of the Apple with the plenty incredible product yet to come.